Everyone's chasing AI, but let me ask you this. What if that's exactly where you're missing the real money-making opportunity? Something strange is happening right now in the world of deep tech. The foundational shift from classical to quantum computing is accelerating faster than most people realize. And today, I'm going to share with you 7 quantum computing stocks that smart money is quietly accumulating, preparing for a market explosion almost nobody is even talking about. So don't click away, because the closing analysis is where the real money insights are. Let's dive straight in. First up at number 7, Alphabet Incorporated, ticker GOOGL. Alphabet shares have rebounded strongly, climbing over 18% in just the last 3 months and 5.7% year-to-date. Now, you know Google for AI, but here's the kicker. Their massive AI capabilities are a direct accelerant for their equally ambitious quantum computing goals. Experts like Hartmut Neven, head of Google's Quantum AI Lab, are bullish. He's predicting commercial quantum applications within 5 years in fields like materials science, healthcare, and energy. Alphabet has even set a target for a quantum computer capable of exponentially faster, more complex tasks by 2030. That's not just a tech bet. That's a deep tech revolution inside one of the world's biggest companies. Their Q2 2025 earnings blew past expectations. Revenue up 14% to $96.4 billion, with Google Cloud surging 32%. And while European regulatory fines, like the recent €2.95 billion penalty, are a challenge, analysts are still rating Alphabet as a buy, with price targets up to $300. Now, if you're serious about building wealth, you do not want to miss what's next. At number 6, we've got Microsoft Corporation, ticker MSFT. With shares up 11.6% in just 3 months, Microsoft's gross profits, an eye-watering $52.4 billion, highlight its sheer operational power. And yes, they are all in on quantum computing. Brad Smith, Microsoft's vice chair, has said quantum will reshape entire industries and solve problems that were once considered impossible. And investors like Anders Inset expect even bigger breakthroughs coming in 2025. Microsoft's intelligent cloud segment is on fire. Azure revenue exploded 39% in Q4 2025, driven by AI workloads. And get this, the company is allocating $80 billion into global AI data centers this year alone. CEO Satya Nadella calls AI a general-purpose technology crucial for growth. Combine that with quantum, and you can see why analysts have a strong buy consensus here. Now let's turn to number 5, IonQ Incorporated, ticker IONQ. Now, IonQ is a fascinating story. It's down 11% year-to-date, but hold on. It's up a jaw-dropping 378% over the past year. That's insane momentum. IonQ partners with some of the biggest names in tech: Amazon Web Services, Microsoft, and Google Cloud. They're also aggressively expanding through acquisitions, like Oxford Ionics for $1.1 billion, strengthening their trapped ion quantum computing tech. CEO Niccolo De Masi points to IonQ's robust patent portfolio and ambitious roadmap, targeting 100 physical qubits by 2025, scaling up to 2 million by 2030. Their Q2 2025 revenue grew 81% year-over-year, hitting $20.7 million. And even though they're still operating at a loss, a $1.6 billion cash balance fuels their growth. High conviction, high growth. That's IonQ. Coming in at number 4, International Business Machines. IBM has been a quiet but powerful player in this space. Shares are up 11.1% year-to-date, plus you get a 2.8% dividend yield, and they've raised that dividend 29 years in a row. That's stability. On the quantum front, IBM is targeting 2029 for its fault-tolerant IBM Quantum Starling, expected to perform 20,000 times more operations than today's systems. That's staggering. They've also committed $500 million through IBM Ventures to quantum computing startups. Earnings are strong, 2.8 earnings per share, $16.9 billion revenue, and their AI business is scaling fast, hitting $7.5 billion. IBM's strategy is blending AI and quantum, and they're making bold moves. Now we're heating up. At number 3, the undisputed king of AI semiconductors, NVIDIA, ticker NVDA. After a rocky start in 2025, NVIDIA has come roaring back, up 33% in just 90 days. Analysts keep raising their targets. CEO Jensen Huang sees quantum computing at an inflection point, projecting qubit growth to multiply tenfold every 5 years. Financially, NVIDIA is a beast. Q2 FY 2026 revenue hit $46.7 billion, up 56% year-over-year. Demand for their Hopper and Blackwell chips is through the roof, and their new Blackwell architecture promises 40 times performance improvements. Huang believes AI infrastructure spending could reach $3 to $4 trillion by decade's end, and NVIDIA is positioned right at the heart of it. At number 2, we have Rigetti Computing, ticker RGTI. This one's wild. Shares dipped 6.5% YTD, but over the past year, they've skyrocketed 1,439%. Rigetti is betting everything on superconducting full-stack quantum computing. Clients include NASA, the U.S. Air Force, and HSBC. Despite a rough quarter with a 42% revenue decline, they boosted liquidity with a $350 million loan equity raise, sitting on $571 million cash and no debt. Their Cepheus 136Q is the largest multi-chip quantum computer available right now, achieving nearly perfect fidelity. High risk, high reward. That's Rigetti. Finally, our top pick, Quantum Computing Incorporated, ticker QUBT. This one is explosive. Trading around $15, it's down 11% YTD, but listen carefully. It's up more than 2,000% in just 1 year. That's not a typo. QUBT specializes in photonic quantum computing. The U.S. government is already a client, and they're building a U.S. photonic chip foundry with $200 million backing. Their liquidity is strong, $348 million cash and no debt. And they've just landed a key cybersecurity order from a top 5 U.S. bank. Yes, there are valuation concerns and insider sales, but QUBT is a pure high-upside bet on quantum. If it pays off, the rewards could be life-changing. Now let's zoom out for a second. The giants, Microsoft, Alphabet, NVIDIA, they're safe bets, with trillion-dollar market caps and massive revenues. But the pure plays, IonQ, Rigetti, QUBT, these are early-stage, high-growth companies with much smaller valuations. Riskier, yes, but with way more upside if they execute. So here's the question. If you could only invest in one quantum stock for the next 5 years, which one would it be, and why? Drop your thoughts in the comments, I'd love to hear them. And if you want even more game-changing opportunities, don't miss my video on 8 AI stocks analysts say you shouldn't ignore. Click right here, and I'll see you in the next one.